Hello, my lovely people. I'm back with another reading. How to get out of this depression phase or sadness. If you're dealing with something sad, or if you have something for years and you don't know how to cope with it, this is the kind of reading that you should watch for you to be like out of this depression phase. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to be notified for any new reading. Then you can hit the notification button. It's like the ring bell, the tiny bell. Then you can hit it and put all if you want to be notified. And yeah, if you want a personal reading, you can email me. My email is right here. Just send me an email, and also you're gonna find it in the description. Go subscribe to my other channels if you want to. Chill with Ella and elanooud the music. And yeah, also in my playlist, you're gonna find my playlist for my Spotify playlist down in the description, because I know a lot of you waiting for my playlist, and I have family members. I don't want them to be on my playlist. I deleted the playlist that they listen to. I do playlists for them, and they ask me every year to do playlists. Like I've done right now a playlist for winter, so I'm gonna be posting that. I'm gonna do that public, and I have all kind of music, but I'm seeing like what kind of music that you mostly like. There's some playlists that people like the most, so you can, if you have a Spotify, then you can like the playlist that you like, so then I will know what kind of music that you want, or what kind of playlist more you want to see more of. But there, I just love listening to music, so I'm making my playlist public for y'all. So I know some people will be asking for that, and I have all kind of music, and I added to some old playlists there. So if you're interested, then you can find it down in the description. You're gonna find my Spotify, okay? Anyway, choose one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I needed to mention that with this reading. I don't know why. Some of you, maybe you need music while you're feeling sad. I like to listen to a lot of playlists and shuffle and all kind of mood. I don't stick to one mood, so that's why I have a lot of playlists. Anyway, choose one. I sometimes be stuck to one song. Number 1. How to get out of this depression phase. I feel like you need to let go of something. There's a let go, or I need to let go of guilt or something like that, or resentment or anger. You could have anger problem towards someone or towards something that happened that is totally your fault. For some of you, because it's general reading, I feel like you try to forgive yourself. Maybe you told yourself that the right way to deal with that is to forgive myself for what I've done, or to whatever happened for some of you, and move on. But it's not going anyway, because you forgave yourself, but you need to acknowledge that you've done something wrong. Because I have a friend of mine, and he done something. It was like my best friend. He done something very like awful to me, and he's like, he just I moved on with my life, and he's haunted by that after years. And he's just like, you know what, I forgave myself. I don't know if he chose this because he watched my readings. It's like I forgive myself, but he feel haunted. He always feel haunted by me, because we're like more like family, or we're always together. So I feel like you forgave yourself, but you never apologized to me, and you never admitted that you done something wrong. Like you never admitted that there's something wrong, that like you're done, like you were selfish or something like that about something. You never admitted that. I feel like that's why it would never go away unless you acknowledge the truth. You acknowledge, that's why the memory, you're gonna be haunted by this memory. So you need to acknowledge what went wrong. It could be like you've done something wrong or something wrong. You need to acknowledge the scenario. For others, you just need to go to the scenario and acknowledge what happened, and take responsibility for things that happened there. And then you're gonna be like in the process of healing. Okay, don't be like, I forgave myself. I'm gonna forgive myself whatever happened. I'm gonna let it go. You cannot just say things. You cannot just say words to yourself without feeling them, without acknowledging the emotion, without like sinking deep in your feelings to let it go. And sometimes people think just words like, I forgave myself. But no, you need to do the action of like literally forgiving yourself. You know what it means? It means by telling yourself that you try to do better, or you're gonna do better, and telling yourself there's nothing more you can do. While like if you acknowledge that you done something wrong, and you know there's nothing more you can do, you already apologized to this person, you already took responsibility for your actions, then you there's nothing more you can do. But if you didn't do anything, and you didn't acknowledge that you done something wrong, and didn't apologize to this person or whatever, and then you say I forgive myself, then how the fuck would this pain go? You're always gonna be haunted. It's always like a trigger for you. It's always there. You're haunted by some kind of memory. Okay, so I do feel like that. I feel like there's some kind of ego battle, or like you don't wanna like also go there because you feel guilty. For some of you, there's some kind of guilt that making you feel stuck in the pain or something like that. Okay, let me drink my coffee. There's some kind of guilt And also it could be like you were, for some of you, I feel like there's something about like maybe you're comparing yourself, or you felt like less than or something like that before, and or you took a lot of things from this person or something like that because this person got more knowledge than you, or you didn't know that you were relying on this person to kind of build yourself or something like that. I feel like this card is the slowest card. I don't know why I saw that. Like you slowly progressing through this pain and healing because of the stubbornness, or because you don't want to acknowledge things that happen. I do see that. I feel like it's slowly, and that's why you're still haunted by that pain or that feeling, or it could be something that has recently happened. That's why it's not moving or it's not healing, because you need to take responsibility for something that happened or something that you've done. Okay, that's what I see. I feel like you need to be transparent to the feelings, or transparent with your emotion, and really honest with yourself. Let's go to the next pile. Number 2, how to let go of this depression and sadness. I feel for some of you, I feel like open your heart for love. If you have someone in front of you that you really love, there's a chance for you to be with that person. I don't know why I heard my name for some of you. So like recently I've been hearing my name a lot on readings, and you can notice from other lives that some of you really gonna have something with me, or like at least a few of you, but like something about me also. So open your heart, or like open your heart for some kind of friendship or something like that, or it could be like a truth that I said to you in another reading, or open your heart to me or someone like me, because there's an Aries here that I feel like you need to open your heart to love. I feel like you've been like holding back your beast for a while, or you've been holding back, I'm hearing lots of your beast and your beast. I don't know why I'm hearing your beast. It's almost like you have that, maybe before like that thing happened, it could be something very bad happened to you. You were that kind of person who like full of life, you're like jumping around like a bunny, you're just excited, you have that vision of your dream. It could be a vision of like a household, of a vision of your future, of career or something like that. You had a vision, and it was just because it's like there's nothing there in the vision, like there's nothing there on your way. So it was really safe, and it was really fun to dream about it, till something just hit you like an obstacle, or something was like not in the vision. So you, it's almost like something dark hit your like ever after picture, and you don't know how to get rid of it, or it's something that you cannot get rid of it. It's almost like something happened and you don't know how to like the image or the picture that you took, or the picture that you built for yourself for your future with that dark thing in it, because this dark thing never going away, or it never gonna be changing, or because you see it differently. This is the thing. I feel like it's just another color added to your painting. If you're like a painter, you know, and you just don't like that color. It could be like a splash of color that you cannot like, because you never like, you have an image of the painting of being like this color and this color, or this shade of colors, and then there's accidental color on it, and it just like splash of color that you just want to throw the painting, but you cannot, because this is the painting that you really liked, and you really want this painting. This is your life. And so you need to cope with the color, or you need to look another way to add more colors, or to add more energy to it to suit. Like, it's almost like you need to balance the colors. Almost like you need some balance. This is what I see, and it's really hard because you need to look at things differently to balance the colors. You need to look at it from a different way. It's almost like I have this song that I heard, and I knew it's for someone, because just recently it's almost like I found a new way for an old dream, something like that. So like I found a new way for an old dream, something like that. As like in my winter playlist, I'm gonna be posting it public, so it will be public while you watching this reading when I post it. So there's something like that. So you need to find a new approach, or a new approach, he said, or something like that. I don't know, it's the new singer I found. So it's like you're gonna find, or you have to find a new approach to an old dream. So it's like it's the same painting, it's the same kind of end image, but you need to balance the colors, and you be looking at things like from colors that you never use, or like, you know what I mean. It's like I'm just trying to make it simple with the painting. It's like you need to kind of use colors that you never liked or you never used before, and then when you put it, it might be uncomfortable for you to put that color. Maybe you're not comfortable with using yellow or pink or something like that. Then you put it there and you're like, I don't know, gonna go, and then it just like later on when you look at that picture, it goes really nice. It's things that you need to do that you're not comfortable with. I feel like this thing happened to you to challenge you to go to your right purpose. It's almost like if it never happened, you will never take the risk. If spirit never splashed that red color, I'm seeing red color, you could be also very associated with red color, or something about red around you, Or because people, if you're stuck with a color, especially sometimes people be stuck with a color. I know my mom been obsessed about two color all her life, and she doesn't know why. She's a fucking narcissist. And there's like a message there because we're trying to send you something. And if you're someone not listening to intuition, it's very gonna make you feel like obsessed about one color. You know how people sometimes obsess about one color? Because if they're not listening to their intuition, it's like there's something in the color. It could be like the simplest thing as we're sending you something in the color, something like that. I feel like there's a splash of color. I'm seeing red splash on the painting, and it's really funny because nothing. I'm gonna show you something about my painting because I'm seeing myself here. For some of you know me, but there's a red. I didn't splash red. No, but I was seeing that also before in the painting. But if you splash on something, because I feel some of you, I maybe know you in my life, or you're gonna be in my life if you're my friend or something like that, because I saw someone else's name on the painting, or others here, just some of you if you know me already. But it's like that, or you're not comfortable with that color, but it's first splashing that color on your painting. It's the only way that you're gonna be seeing things differently. So I do feel like whatever challenge that happened to you is for you to see things differently, because you're gonna have that purpose, you're gonna have that happy ending. There's like a happy ending for you here, a victory. But it's like, I know it's hard for you to hear that, but this bad thing happened for a reason, okay? This sad things happen for a reason. So it's a matter of changing your perspective, changing a way of finding a healthy way to get out of the toxic behaviors. And what I mean by that is finding a balance. It's almost like this is a story I want to share here because it's also relevant, because I'm trying to explain to you this energy in a simple way. It's like when my father passed away, I have a lot of things, people, you don't know about my life. My life was a disaster the last few years, and I had a lot of issues, like the issues I don't want to talk about right now. And then I started smoking, and I'm someone who's like, I do smoke weed, and like I drink before, like party stuff like that, but I don't let anything control me, like weed or something like that. I smoke it around the weekend or something like that. I do smoke a lot, but I do not like to be handed on something. But I started smoking cigarette, not weed. I hate cigarette. Before I hate the smell of it, and I hate smoking shisha or anything like that. I do not like it, but it's just something to cope with something, and then it become a toxic habit that I'm addicted to, that I don't like. But it's just because there's nothing around me, and it's like I had a lot of stress also, even like, I don't know, even before my father passed away. But when my father passed away, it was more, I was like drink coffee and smoking all the time, and there's like only music, because there's a lot of things that I was wanting to do, but there's nothing there. So I'm like, this is the only thing that kept my mind in control. But it's like people are thinking, and it's just the only thing that I feel like is giving me a little bit of relief, a break, okay? So then I was thinking about, like, this is a toxic thing, how to get rid of it, because it's just something was really toxic. It could be like you're coping with it with something very toxic. And I was like, I refuse to let it control me. And now I am that person who smokes a lot and need to smoke, or like smoke and drink coffee or something like that, and I become addicted to it, or just every time I'm stressed I do that. And then I was like, I need to find like a distraction, or same like a break, another break in another way. I need to look at things differently. I need to find a break that makes me have the same thing without having that. Maybe I need to tone it down, maybe I need to smoke less. And then I had to look for other ways, for other things during, like, for that time. Like, while, like, if I'm gonna smoke for a break, I need to find something that gonna excite me. Maybe it's not gonna excite me as much, but it's like a break. It's like every time I need my break, I just go to it, or something like that, or something else, or another habit. Okay, so this is the thing, like, you need to change your habit, and your habit not gonna change from, like, not gonna change like that, but you need to find the motive, and you need to kind of like let yourself accept the challenge. Also, you need to challenge yourself. This is what I'm seeing here. The Aries also, there's like a challenge with yourself. It's like, I'm not gonna do that, and if I want to do that, I'm gonna stop myself. I'm gonna distract myself today. I'm gonna distract myself today, and if it works, and if I feel like tomorrow is like I'm not gonna be distracting myself, I'm gonna keep doing it. And then guess what? After the fourth day, you're no longer having that bad habit or something like that, or you're gonna find something else that motivate you or makes you feel happy. At first, it might not feel like, you might feel like you want to do something else, but you need to kind of find the motivation till you feel like this is the new routine. And it's hard for you to change habit or routine unless you persistently do the same thing. It's almost like if you want to have a new habit that maybe you don't like, you need to add it there, and you need to do it several days for it to become a habit. And then that's how you add new good things. And it's good to have those kind of escape or things, or like drinking or smoking or something like that. You can do it during the weekend, or you can give yourself a break, like, okay, after like a hard weekend or after a weekend of that, and then I can go like a Saturday, something like that. And something like about like those times, like what are you doing to your body? Also, you need to take responsibility of what you're doing to your body. That's what I'm seeing here. I don't know, I saw, this is a chariot, but I saw charcoals going to your chest, so it could be addicted to some smoking or something like that. I feel like you need to acknowledge what you're doing to your body. I need to look at your body and you be like, I need to get more habit. I need to get another habit that my body like and also I like. Or you could go to the gym, you could do something like that. Like going to the gym is also like something that you can do like in a daily basis with time, like seeing the result, can be motivated, or getting a new sport or getting a new talent also, because it's exciting every time like you have that talent or you have that space, or you can make a space for yourself to do some kind of craft or talent or something that you really like, or you can get a new something that you really like, and it just excites you because every time like you have a free time you want to do that thing or something like that. And then it's gonna be good habits in your life and you're gonna have good things. Also keeping yourself around good company, but I understand sometimes it's hard to find good company in a time like that, because sometimes at times like that you see the true people, and people like that, they will stay away from you and they're gonna pretend that you may be trouble, or they're gonna pretend, they're gonna say all the shit about you just because they don't want to take it, they don't want to be there to help you, because they never been there. It was not their plan. Their plan was to take advantage of you, or the plan was to you making them happy, not them making you happy, something like that, I feel. Okay, so there's some kind of realization here about people. Let me drink my coffee and continue. So I feel like you need to find a new approach for things in your life. You need to kind of take that challenge, and I feel like motivate yourself to change things in your life, toxic things, and be like, even if you feel like you're crying or like you feel very stressed and overwhelmed, because it might be overwhelming to change that habit, you need to do it. You need to do it. And I feel like it might be overwhelmed, but you need to kind of do the thing that you don't like. It's almost like adding new colors to the painting, and you don't want to add them there and you don't like them until like you add more colors to it, and then you look at it, you'll really like it, you become obsessed with the painting, you become obsessed with your life, and you become really enjoying your life, and you understand why the changes happen. So it's one of those things I feel like you need to do. Let's take charms and then continue. Like 1. Yeah, there's a kiss of passion or kiss of love or kiss of lust. I feel like you need to look at lust in life in general. Lust for things. I'm seeing lust for things that is toxic and good lust. This is exactly what it's talking about. Like you have the adrenaline, okay? The adrenaline they have. We got Aries here and got 4-4. I feel like you need to ground yourself and you need to be excited, but you need to find the thing that motivate you or give you the adrenaline of happiness, but not a toxic way. So it's like you need to kind of find that lust with something healthy, not with something toxic, okay? That kind of adrenaline feeling, or the excitement, or the feeling of like, this is a relaxing time for me, with something not toxic. You need to find a new passion, okay? You need to find something. I feel like you need to do that. I feel like you need to do that for yourself and for others and for your future and what's coming in your future, okay? I do feel like you need to motivate yourself, and remember, we've all been there. You're not alone, but you need to kind of force yourself, even if you don't like it, to be healthy, or to do healthy things, or to add new habits or routines, or things that you can learn. You like add things that you should learn. And if you're someone who's very, very hyperly active or likes to do a lot of things, otherwise you're gonna get bored. Like me, I like to include my day, and my day is just full of things, and I have a billion things to do. So I have a lot of things around me, as you can see in my space. Like I would never be like quiet, like sitting like that and not know what to do, because I always have something to do. I always have, because I entered a lot of things in my life. I always have something to do, either like what to do now. Should I like listen to music? Should I do that? Should I finish my art? Should I play my instrument? Should I do that? Or should I go out? I have a lot of things that like I do not have time to just sit there doing something toxic, because if I do that, it's not there. It's not an option, because I have a lot of good things in my life. Like I have like 5 or 6 things that really entertain me, and I'm looking for a time to do them. So every time I have a time, I just have a lot of options. So, and those options didn't come from like, from a day like that. Those options comes with practice, came with me looking for ways to add them in my life, looking for ways to practice them, learning them, or to add them there, or to do something to include them there. It's hard to include things or people or habits in your life, but you need to do it, okay? So I do see that. I do see change in your life, but you need to kind of accept the new colors. And if you are associated with the color red or green or black or beige, or even like a olive color with a little bit of gold color, something about your aura. I'm seeing that. It means that you need to find a new habit. Also look at your health inside your body, something about your body health. I feel like this is like a wake-up call for your body health. For some of you, if you are associated with the color red, I feel like you have someone either diseased around you, or you have a family member, or you're associated with the color yellow. You have someone around you who's been telling you that they want you to kind of like do something that motivate you, like motivate your blood, or they are trying to tell you what I'm telling you. Something about blood. I'm seeing a lot of blood here, or something about blood. It could be a family member who was diseased or something like that. Also, they're trying to warn you about blood, or people around you, or they want you to know something about blood. Like for some of you, it could be a warning, could be like a call for you to visit your family, something like that. Number 3, how to get rid of the sadness or get out of this depression. Like, seriously, number 3. Seriously, number 3. Look at you sad, crying, there's blood, there's tissues, and there's a snake near you. And you're telling yourself how to get out of the sadness. Cut the fucking snake around you. Literally. It's like, this person's making you sad and depressed and it's around you, and don't want to cut this relationship, or that person. It's like, how to get rid of the sadness, and you're sad, but you're keeping this person around you, keeping the sadness around. Sounds like the sadness is that person, and or that thing, or that habit. And just cut this thing. And you kind of very stubborn. You don't want to cut this person or that thing because you have a lot of emotion. Could be a family member, could be a relationship, it could be a sister, could be a brother. For some of you, it's a child. I'm sorry for that. It could be like the child is very like in a university kind of state or something like that. They're really an adult, but they're very toxic to you. It could be like your child is abusive to you or something like that. They're not appreciating something, or very abusive. You need to kind of let them go, or like let them do whatever they want. I feel like they've done something to hurt you. This is kind of weird. I don't know if your child, like, I know it's so weird to cut your child off, but I don't have children, so I don't understand. But your child could be a narcissist or something like that. I know it's your child, but you need to kind of keep them away. They could just done something bad, or you need to tell them to kind of go away or stop that, or you need to not accept it. Or it could be something that you do to yourself because of your child. Some of you might be lost a child or lost something, I feel here, and you're very emotionally attached to it, and you need to let go of it. I don't feel like it's a loss of like death or something, but it could be. But I feel for some of you, it could be like if it's death or something like that, you need to kind of stop memorizing the feelings or letting yourself attach to that feeling. But there's something toxic that you've been doing around you that is keeping you stuck, okay? I feel like it could be a toxic relationship that you keep fucking the person who abused you, or you keep going to the person who's been abusing you. I do see that. I do feel like this person is either cheating on you, or they have something, or you already know that this person done a lot of things, or you have a baby with this person or something like that, and you still go back to that person. It's almost like this person hurt you so many times. Like what more do you want to know about this person? Like, what more do you want them to do? Like, you already know that they're toxic, but you keep fooling yourself, or you keep that being in that energy of like overly giving, overly sharing, overly empathic, and overly accepting and forgiving, and it's not good for yourself. A lot of charms with God. I would like express saying, you know what, like, you need to speak your truth to that person or to people. It's not only this person, there's someone also. If you have a lot of pain about something else, I feel like you need to speak your truth to that person, and how you feel about this person, or how you need to kind of acknowledge your feelings and let them acknowledge you. I feel like you need to kind of also associate yourself with their children, or some kind of children around you. You need to go to those children, or you need to be around children a lot. You're gonna be healing, or puppies or dogs or something like that. I do feel like there's some kind of danger around you, or this person is dangerous because they're gonna hurt you or something like that. You could have a baby boy or a baby father or something like that they keep coming along with you, and they're very wrong, but they're very sad also about things going on in their lives. So they kind of like trying to, or baby mama, something like that, or a person that you keep fucking, and they want to release their anger by their sexual passion with you, or they want to release their pain with you sexually. So they only have sex with you to kind of release some kind of pain or frustration. It's almost like they're using you for like frustration, like a punching ball or something like that. So I do feel like there's abuse around you need to be aware of. I do feel like where you're sleeping, or the city or the house where you're sleeping, is really making you depressed, so you need to move or try to move away from it. I do feel like around when things are gonna start to rain, some people gonna have karma or something gonna happen. So I do feel like you need to cut a lot of circles, a lot of people out of your life. I feel like you need to change location for it to be good, and also cut those toxic people. You need to kind of evaluate and look at relationship around you in order for you to be happy. Number 4, How to be happy. I feel like you don't want to be happy. It's the first thing. That roasting from Spirit. Oh my god. This man is very angry. This man got 3 of Wands, forcing the 3 of Wands here. This man forcing some actions or forcing to move away from happiness. It's almost like you got something that makes you feel happy in front of you and you don't want to accept it, or you're in denial about it, or you don't want, like, this thing makes you feel a lot of good thing, but you're trying to refuse it, or block yourself, or block it, or blocking your blessing, or you don't want to accept it, or you block this person, or you block this blessing, or you block this opportunity, or there's some kind of opportunity that you're trying to convince yourself that it's not good for you, it's toxic for you. That's why you're sad. That's why you have panic attack from Spirit, you have tower moments, because you don't want to accept that this is good for you. You don't want to accept this thing. It's almost like you're trying to resist and you're trying to force action to move on, and it's just very forceful, and you feel very angry because you cannot move on from this thing, or you really want this thing, but it's almost like you want your life to go a certain way. You want something different. You don't want to accept what's there, what blessing Spirit sending you, what thing is in front of you. It's almost like you need to accept it, but you don't want to accept it. Either you want your life to be different, or you want to go somewhere different, or you don't want to accept something, or you're just tired. But some of you could be just simply tired and you don't want to open your heart to someone, or open your heart to a new opportunity. So you're trying to tell yourself that this is not the right thing, but not the right time, or the right thing, but you know it's the right time. That's why you're frustrated, because you cannot not see this thing or opportunity. You cannot not see this opportunity, or cannot not see that thing. It's in front of you, and that's why you're frustrated, because deep down in your intuition, you know that this is the right thing, but you're telling yourself it's wrong and it's dangerous, or gonna hurt you, or gonna end up in a failure. So you don't want to, but you have that nagging feeling that's annoying, either to sign the contract, or date this person, or talk to this person, or open up to this person, or whatever situation it is, and or do that business, or move away, or move out, or whatever thing. You have this nagging feeling and you want to rest or sleep, but you know that you have to do it. It's almost like you know that if you didn't do it, you're gonna lose an opportunity or something like that. And this is where the sadness and the frustration, the depression comes from. It's like a push from Spirit. A push from Spirit. Some of you, if you're not intuitive, it's a push from Spirit to take action, or do something that maybe you're resting about not doing because you've done it before. Maybe you failed before, you're resting and you don't want to do that. Of something you were thinking about before, and now it's like you don't have the energy and you're resting because you don't want to get in a lot of drama like before. Maybe you got in a lot of drama, but you know this time is like you have to do it again, and you're just angry. Like, oh, I have to jump again in that, or I have to take action, or I have to move, or I have to do that. I've done it before, I failed. Like, I don't want to be in that stress. Can I just have my peace, or something like that? Okay, that's why you're frustrated. I feel like you're very beautiful. For saying you could be a model soon, or something like that, or it could be also a career or something like that, like a change of career that you might not want to accept, even though you know that you like it, but you have a perspective about career or something like that, you want your life to be like that. You don't want to be that person, but you have to change it, or you have to kind of quit something that you're doing that's not good for you. For some of you, it could be like that. Okay, I do feel like you don't belong to some places, or someone, or some kind of thing, or tradition, and it's very obvious. It could be also that why it's making you angry. It could be like very around people that you don't understand, you don't want to talk to, and they're making you angry, or this religion or this thing, or maybe religious people, maybe some traditional people, they're making you angry and you don't want to be around them, and that's what also causing the depression. But we're saying it's okay, because they're not that important, or those things are not really important. What's important is what's in front of you. It's there. It's almost like there's good things coming toward you, or good things are in front of you, but you're kind of very angry because you don't want to try again, you don't want to fail. It's almost like if you just try a little bit, then you're gonna see the good in it, and you're gonna be persistent, and you're gonna see more good things in front of your face. Almost like it's annoying to know that it's in front of your face and you don't want to do it, but maybe even frustrated. I feel like this is the frustration, the depression feeling. It's almost like from Spirit to push you to take action toward the thing that you need to take action to. I don't know, I felt like taking that. I feel like Spirit saying you've been trying to block your intuition, you've been trying to tell yourself lies. Like, I'm here, tell me lies, Spirit, tell me lies, tell me it's not gonna go good, tell me that it's bad, or tell me something, tell me a no, but it's not a no, it's a yes. For some of you, I feel like you know something is coming, or you know something is happening, or you know that you found the one, or you know this opportunity gonna be good for you, but you're not willing to go through that stress and the drama again, or not willing to go through that, but you have to. Okay? Number 5. What gonna get you out of this depression and makes you feel happy? I feel like you're very depressed. Number 5. You could be having a real depression phase, or you're very, very depressed, or you could have a stress eating disorder, like where you eat, or stress, like a stress eating, you call it, or something like that, or what do you call it? Anyway, or you could have also the eating disorder, like you don't eat much or something like that. But I do feel like a lot of depression here, a lot of things like that. Wow, Aries are everywhere today. The cards for Aries bopping. I do feel like you need to, this is that thing that the only way to get out of your depression is to, I feel like you want to leave things, like it's almost like if you have a mess around you and your house is a mess, like a storm hit your house and it's dusty and everything is moved from the place and the furniture is moved from the place or something like that, and there's trees inside the house or something like that, and you don't want to deal with that and you don't want to look at it because it causes you like some kind of sadness, and you want a new opportunity, or you want some kind of new thing coming towards you, you want a new person coming towards you, you want someone to rescue you, you're waiting for that rescue team to come after the storm, and nobody's coming. So let's per se, nobody's coming, and there's no new opportunity and there's no way out of it. Something you want to leave that town, or you want to leave something and leave that behind. The only way is to clean the mess yourself. I feel like percent the only way is to take those furnitures and like clean them, just move them to the right place, clean the house, and it's gonna be as good as new. You need to clean those emotion, or you need to clean the gutter, or do the thing that you don't want to do. It could be a hard work, like getting a job, getting something, being financially independent as well. For some of you, you need to do that. There's a mess around you, you feel like, and you keep making this mess piled up, or just very simple. It's not as hard as you expect, or it's not as hard that you assume it. Like you just look at it because it look messy, you think it's hard, but it's literally just moving the tree or moving some kind of tree. It could be like only like not a big like it's not a big tree or something like that, moving that, or like cleaning the dust and literally just moving some sofas and cleaning or wiping the floor. It's just very simple, but it looks like from afar looked like a mess, but it's very simple. We're saying it's very simple. You need to do those things that you don't want to do. You need to do the basic things, basically like getting a job, getting a career or something like that, or pursuing something, or doing the hard work like other people do, because other people do that as well and you can do it as well. I feel like you need to kind of put some kind of faith in yourself that you can do it, and you need to start. And even if you don't have the motivation, you need to motivate yourself and tell yourself you need to do it right now, and you need to do it right now. Okay, don't be lazy. I feel like laziness here is causing you to be depressed, and I feel like every time you be more lazy and you pile in those things that you need to do, you get more depressed and more depressed and more depressed. Almost like if you have a lot of homeworks and you don't do them, and then those homeworks become like a lot of homeworks, and then you don't study, and then your exam is soon and you start panicking or something like that. I feel like this is what's happening for you here. It could be also literally also an exam, or you could have like a mess with your studies. Like you can study, like you start studying right now. If you don't find the motive, just open your book and study, because you leaving things piling up, and you causing yourself more depression every day or more anxiousness, because you know there's something that you need to do, and you need to do it because you want to feel relief. And it's almost like you keep bottling those things till your exam, something like that. It could be like that. Let's take charms. You're keeping yourself stuck, and you're keeping also someone stuck on your mercy. You could have a child, or you have a parent, or someone like stuck with you, because I feel like you need to do that for yourself and for someone else as well, because there's something like there's other people waiting for that and they cannot help themselves. They could be children, because I feel like you could be living with some child, and this child is like in this mess with you and waiting for a rescue team outside, and the child looking at the mess, and if they're adult enough to pick the trees and clean, they would do that, but they cannot. You should do it for yourself and for that child, or for that thing, or for that the dream that you have, or you could do it for something that cannot help itself, or something that you want to get, but you would not get it unless you do the clean that mess around you. Okay, thank you for watching.